Hello everyone, welcome to Moe'S Culture Show and Tell. And before I begin, I just want to quickly show you I'm wearing a flash shirt and I'm also kind of wearing my flash ring. So I don't want you to mistake it for the red shirt I was wearing with my Weird Al videos. That was a Spider-Man shirt. Yeah, so I have a nice little flash ring and I have the flash shirt on. So just a little decor. So anyway, as you may know, I'm talking about Bob Mould today. And if you don't know about Bob Mould, this is a three-parter. I want to start talking about his very early work. The very first punk band that Bob Mould was in was a band called HUSKER Du. Now, these are the only two albums I have of HUSKER Du. There are others, but I don't have them. Zen Arcade is really good. Okay, that one came out before Flip Your Wig, but I really love Flip Your Wig. That is such a great album. Every track on it is solid. On this, I really like Charter Trips. Charter Trips is the fourth track. This has like 23 tracks on it. 23 songs. This one here has only 14. But anyway, this is the I really enjoy having both of these, but this here is the highlight, because not only it starts off with the title track "Flip Your Wig," which is phenomenal. Everything makes no sense at all, and "Hey Paper Dolls," those are the two best songs. Tracks 3 and 4, which are again makes no sense at all. And Hate Paper Dolls. It's so great. Green Eyes, and you got Divide and Conquer, Games, Find Me. A really weird song called The Baby Song, which is interesting. And it really is for babies. I like it. Then another one of my really... I don't know. Maybe this one's my favorite song. There's Flexible Flyer. Private Plane's awesome. Keep Hanging On, the Wit and the Wisdom, and Don't Know Yet. So yeah, the highlights for this one is Makes No Sense at All, Hate Paper Dolls, Flexible Flyer, and Private Plane. I really enjoy those ones, but the whole thing is really good just to put on, and the whole thing is great. So that was Bob Mould's early years doing Husker Du. But it's the next band, okay? And I was aware of Husker Du, but I never really listened to it at the time, okay? It's the next band that Bob Mould did that really has that really got my attention, that really made me, and I forget exactly where I originally heard the beginning of Bob Mould, but when I first heard Bob Mould, I was hooked. I was hooked. But it was from Sugar, the band called Sugar. Now, this is not their first album, okay? I had ordered this, right? And when I ordered this, I wasn't expecting to get a cool special edition that also has Beaster, which is another one Beaster, which is another one of Sugar's albums. So this is both together, Sugar, Copper Blue, and Beaster. But not just that. This also has a third disc of concert stuff. Right there. It's a third live album set. That just blew me away. I was not expecting to get that. When this order came in, and there's Bob Mould there with the rest of his band, and I'll just say it's a trio. It's a power trio. There's only 3 people in the band, and if I would suggest listening to Beaster first, because, and I'm pretty sure I think the first song I heard was Feeling Better. I'm pretty sure "Feeling Better" from Beaster was the first song I heard, and it just blows me away. This is if you can get this compilation of for the Sugar, Beaster, and Copper Blue together, I love this thing. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. So that is a big highlight. And when I say it's a trio, it consists of Bob Mould, David Bard on bass, and Malcolm Travis on drums. And they're so in sync. It's like they're jamming, but their songs are so solid and concrete. And there's such an easiness to Bob Mould's guitar playing, because Bob Mould's the only guitar player, and he does both the rhythm, and he goes from rhythm to doing solos here and there so effortlessly. I love his playing style. He's underrated as a little guitar player, I think. But then you get File Under Easy Listening, which is another great Sugar album. And this, Gift. It starts off with Gift, Company Book, Your Favorite Thing, which is one of my favorite songs on there. What You Want It to Be, G Angel. G Angel is probably my favorite track on this album. Then there's Panama City Motel, Can't Help You Anymore, Granny Cool, Believe What You're Saying, and Explode and Make Up. This is great. Copper Blue and Beaster are more my favorite albums, and I didn't actually say what the highlights off of this is. Actually, the highlights off of Copper Blue, for example, it starts off with The Act We Act, A Good Idea, Changes, Helpless, and my favorite song on this album, on Copper Blue, is Hoover Dam. And the Slim, If I Can't Change Your Mind. That's my second favorite song on this album. If you haven't heard If I Can't Change Your Mind from Sugar, go check it out. It's great. Then Fortune Teller, Slick, and Man on the Moon. Some killer stuff. I highly suggest you check this band out, because it's awesome. And then we get something called B-sides. Now, B-sides is basically side twos, extra songs that were on the, when they released their singles and stuff, right? So it's a pun. It's supposed to be the B sides of the albums, but they called it B-sides. It's funny. I love it. So this has everything that's great from, I have to get my trusty magnifying glass for this, but it has the beginning track, Needle Hits E. Then there's a solo mix of If I Can't Change Your Mind, which is even more beautiful. It's more acoustic-y. It's so great. Then you get Try Again, Where Diamonds Are Halos, Ama Nina in the Sky, Clown Master, which is actually their only instrumental that I know of. They don't have any other instrumental, and it's actually pretty good and hard rocking. Anyone, JC Auto, which is a live version that's on Beaster. Then Believe What You're Saying, the Campfire mix, which again is an acoustic mix of that song, which is awesome. Mind is an Island. I really love Mind is an Island. Frustration's good. Going Home is rocking. In the Eyes of My Friends is awesome. And You Tell Me is great. All fun songs to sing along to. I love songs where I can sing along to them. After All, The Roads Have Led to Nowhere, Explode and Makeup, and The Slim. It's great. And when I had gotten this, this is the third copy of this I had gotten, because I had gotten it before up in Montreal, right? And I had kind of lost it. Again, I have repeated in past videos. It's a long story, and I don't want to get into it. but I had lost a lot of CDs when I moved back from Montreal to Moncton, and I had to re-get them. And then, because the one I had in Montreal was a double CD, a 2-disc CD, and when I came back to Moncton, I could only find the single CD. But luckily, and it took me, I swear, a good 6-7 years of looking, constantly looking, and same thing with the Fight Club soundtrack that I showed you before. It's when you stop looking, when you say, "Oh, you give up." That's when you find it. That's when it comes in your view. Like, and same thing with this. I had to get the one that had the second disc in there. Okay, open that. It opens up like that, and it has sometime it's called, I think, yeah, it's called "The Joke Is Always on Us Sometimes." A second disc, if you can find, because you can either buy it with just the CD, and or you can find it, which I'm lucky I did, when you with the. So this is kind of a hard, rare edition to get. "The Joke Is Always on Us Sometimes." It was a hard find to get. You can't order it, so I had to look for it. And it's alive. It's another. Oh, probably the best Sugar live version I have. So I have two, I have two live shows of Sugar on these. I mean, on this and then and this cool box set, which I was so happy to get. So that concludes this episode of Moe'S CD Culture Show and Tell. This is the first part. The next two parts is going to go more into Bob Mould's solo career, his early career and his later career, which again, it's fantastic stuff. I love it just as much as the Sugar, but this is pretty hard rocking. Yeah, I urge you to check it out. I'm sure once you dive into this, you'll never regret it. So that takes care of another episode. Take care, everyone. Be safe. I will see you on the flip side. And have a good day, evening, afternoon, wherever you may be. Bye-bye.